Прости.
Goalkeeper for the Brazilian side. There's the point again. Slipped up into pressure. Lost his touch. Yes, he's under pressure. He's got to find an answer. Whether he just comes away from it, whether the defender can't carry, whether he gets on the side of him. It's too straight down the barrel. Defender's coming right at the back. From there on, it's a loose touch. Straight as the ball goes away.
Фаул за Байерн Мюнхен. 3 водиме. Всичко е наред. Ай ги пращаме тия Фламенго да ходят да си лягат. Да ходят да си лягат. Айде! Не се получи. И аз така си мисля. ПСЖ са фаворит или Реал Мадрид? Здравей, Стевчо. О, лошо. Да. Не знам. Ще видим. Аз съм на работа, няма да го гледам. 6:30 е матч, аз съм до 7:30 на работа. Обаче утре ще пътувам. Няма да го гледам въобще. След работа ще пътувам. Отивам на село. Отпуска съм. Ще хода малко, оставам селянин. Късно с тия мачове. Как да го гледам този мач? Вече толкова много ми се спи, толкова съм изморен, че направо много късно ги правят тия мачове. Майко ми. Колко много време още? Още 40 минути има още. Да. Не искам да пия енергия напитка, защото после няма да мога да заспа.
forward, too relative. Flamendo covers, Latta, over the top for Gerson. Ito, that's easy over wire. Still has it. Right. If you want me to play, Flamendo one. Bayern three.
Фламенко ни нагънах. И браво. Добре, че не отсъди вратата това. В интернет го гледам, братле, спорт на Soccer TV HD. Не го дават на телевизора, на компютъра го гледам. Може и в платформата DAZN. Корнер за Фламенго отново. Дуспа. Дуспа за Фламенго.
Not really complaining too much, is he? You see it spun around the corner. Arms out, away, it's high. Doesn't even argue the situation. Michael Oliver looks straight at him and says, penalty kick.
Just.
They're wrong. I don't know why he sort of doesn't press with momentum. Police just goes half-hearted and says, oh, should I go, should I not? Which is what looks like he's a little bit lazy in the actual attempt to stop it. Once the arms away from the body, you know it's going to be a tricky situation. Now this guy who's been through so much, a wonderful career, the opportunity to close the gap. But what lies ahead of him is a very, very good goalkeeper. During his time in Europe, Jorginho was pretty much Mr. Reliable.
Ще стане 2-3 за Байерн, но ще спаси да видим, приятели. Съдята даде доспата окончателно. Jorginho срещу Нойер. Тренер.
In the Italian, and the new boy has his first goal for Flammengo, and aside from Brianti Shaviro, are back in it once again. Flammengo 2, Bayern 3.
Тук съм избрал
He won't relax anymore when he steps up. How does he do it? One of those supporters that hop, that skip, that delay, waiting for the goalkeeper just to commit. Then that late change, he knows it's too late, the goalkeeper, he's already gone. Really good quality, difficult to do. Gets his team back in with an opportunity. Well, we talked about hope at the beginning of the second half. I think there's considerably more hope now. More energy about them all of a sudden. Flammengo, Luis Orio, through the legs of Tar, looking for Gerson, and Weimer had to be there, otherwise Flammengo are one-on-one. Well, we may be in Miami at the Hard Rock Stadium, but it sounds a little bit like the Maracanã. Here's Kane. Always going to have to go expecting it. Herrera steps into the midfield. Weimer. Kane.
Goretzka. Upamecano.
Weimer just want to kill the atmosphere once again to regain control here in Miami. Kane shot from behind by Leo Ortiz.
Улисе тръгва по крилото. Ала не гнабри. Gnabry dava na
Gnabry to
Kimmich, Kimmich към Gnabry.
Open
Помекано.
Flamengo
Да.
dropping into a 4-4-2. That's your vintage, wasn't it?
And just shut down.
Това е четвърти гол в вкарването.
But he got himself back into this. Bayern now trying to play through, but tough back.
And he's giving it away. Flamengo flooding forward. Direscaeta can't get
Yes.
beyond this man.
Оп.
Upamecano to the rescue.
Пак
And
има.
was given a goal kick here.
Пак има нещо спрях коментарите.
Direscaeta knew what a great opportunity that was. He's going to open the board.
Сега нещо напис.
It was a good opportunity. Really opened up now. End to end, people making mistakes. The press
Коман се контузи. Иска
Starting
смяна.
to see some movement, changes from the technical areas.
Смяна и за Фламенго. Влезе някакъв много интересна прическа се направи.
Coleman is doing rather uncontrollable.
Коман нещо се контузи. Ей, ще влиза този слабак са, не? Майко, като го видя лошо ми
Need a
става.
man to replace him.
И Павлович ще влезе, две смени. Павлович и Сане. Майко ми.
Coleman corrects for the 2-1. Sane and Pavlovic replace them.
Където и да застава, много ми се спи направо.
There's corrects his strike. Wasn't a bad one.
Так ще изкарам до края на че за Горецка го смениха и Коман. Влизат Сане и Павлович.
Pavlovic. It's well on 21-year-old.
И 2-3 за нас е, ма много ми се спи.
Munich born.
Не мога много да се израдвам още. Не е спечелен матч. Много лесно пуснахме 2 гола. Отзад сме много слаби.
European football over the next few seasons. Bruno Enrique is on for Flamengo. Scoring that.
Still set it off. He certainly made a difference. But the manager we're looking for him to do the same again. Interesting changes from both coaches, and seems to be going more end to end now. The game's opening. So Vincent Company, nice problem, isn't it, to have when you decide if you bring Coleman off and leave Smanny on.
Leroy Sané is not to be at the Bayern Munich parish for much longer. We'll take that all day. On a 3-year deal. The former Manchester City man. Two one-on-ones in the game with Benfica, missed them both. Maybe he's already thinking about his
Още половин час
future
остава.
return.
Какво влезе?
Sarario comes up between the legs. There's a Bayern Munich fullback. Plays a really neat management, but he knows how to get something out of his team.
Of course. Understands the defensive shape and setup, and then trying to build, coming out of that. Still after effect some late challenges. There's been a couple in this game. Tested the referee out. It certainly feels like there's more to come towards the end of this game, and a really enjoyable one.
World Cup of this game. Free kick to Bayern Munich. Half an hour to go. Flamengo 2. Bayern Munich 3. What has been a brilliant hour of football here in Miami. Leo Pereira. Sends it on for Bruno Enrique. Up against Luca Meccano. But it's Jonathan Tah who's across, and it's fouled in the process. Few Flamengo scores in the ground in
Още
15.
30, може и повече,
Only
да.
a couple of tens of thousands have disagreed with it. You can see the difference. Turn them around, run it in behind. UK can do that with support as well. Behind from Wesley, 2v1, but Sarr under pressure.
Those few thousand scores might have had a case there. That was so foul given.
Аре, бе, аре, бе. Аре, Лаймер, давай, 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 давай.
Lima. Took an average. Meccano. Amazing to see the finish. Not sure if that was meant. For the number 6. Sane inside to Harry Kane. Returns it to Leroy Sane, who goes down, but Wesley
Фал. Жълт картон.
hits the deck and gets a yellow card. Well, from our position, it didn't look like a foul, but he must have gone through the back.
Че не виждам там коментарите.
Oh well.
Да не стане пак да гледаш диск. О, дано. Толкова съм изморен. През там 6 часа за работа. Дано по-бързо да свърши матч. Уесли получи жълт картон. 63-та минута. Още 27 минути.
For Flamengo. Lots of targets. In the middle. Kane, an obvious one. Tah is in there. Meccano's in there. Pavlovic is in there as well. Bayern for the third time in this game. Looking to take a 2-goal lead.
Кимих и Олисе са за топката. Фаул за Байерн. Много близко до наказателното поле.
Top scorers at this tournament in the Club World
Да
Cup.
видим
Looking
сега
for
какво
a
ще се
4
случи.
here in Miami.
Аре, директен обстрел.
Towards the back post it goes!
Ей,
It goes behind
за
Gray.
малко.
Corner does it? It does. Harry Kane asking for a push in the back.
За
That was an offside given against the England mark in the 6-yard box. Did he have a case for a push there?
Gets along the line. There was contact from behind. He was just in an advanced area, but
за една секунда закъсня Хари. Може да се пулсира.
They're saying there's a push in the back, but he almost certainly pushed his man in the back. Rossi.
25 минути остават, приятели, 25
What
минути.
supporters believe. Jorginho, his penalty has given them more hope.
big defenders again. How far they go, all the way, ushering them away.
Numbers favourably there, Flamengo, but finds out with it. Gnabry, Pavlovic, Sane. Now Kimmich. Shrugs off his man, and the referee reaches into his pocket. Kimmich with a waggle of the finger and a shake of the head. Well, that's going to stop him from getting a yellow card here. Was it the Alvalade game when they got the penalty for the arm across? Similar sort of foul in the midfield. They got a penalty that day.
Здравей, Урбек, хай. Жълт картон за Кимих.
He's looking for a yellow card because of the height. You know, if you're looking, if it's higher up and you put your arm into the face, but he's looking towards sort of mid-body area, but because he's bent down into the side of his face, the referee might just see the contact towards the face. Give a foul, but I just feel times are quite easy to give yellow cards.
Long ball over the top here for Bruno Enrique. Now Mourinho comes off this line. Doesn't get there. But does enough just to scare Bruno Enrique. He tried to flick it around the German goalkeeper. The Bayern defenders could just watch as it drifted out for a goal kick. But that Bayern back line, it wasn't aligned.
Stanisic just on that far side. Goalkeeper, poor decision. Got his eyes on the ball, but they're all trying to wrap his leg around it. Completely misses it.
Appreciated the through ball though, Bruno Rito. It was a great pass.
Aí, chega o dia.
Well, Jack Catterall looks to return to winning ways in Manchester, taking on the undefeated Haarlem Eubank in a scintillating domestic dust-up at welterweight, live on the zone on the DAZN app. Bayern Munich have the lead here in Miami. Round of 16 at the Club World Cup. 23 minutes to go. A few Bayern Munich shirts dotted in around the ground here. There's a Newcastle one, an Inter Miami one as well. Great day for the club shop. Well, they're having a great time, Flamengo, and the Brazilian supporters, or the South American supporters in this tournament. They've added so much to it.
Аз съм заспивам тихо, ще продължавам.
So much for the
Ами изморено вече
everything.
мляда стана.
Expectation levels
12:36.
unsure, but they've overperformed that. Really set an example of testing this top Bayern Munich side all the way here.
Айде бе,
Lima around the corner.
айде бе,
Harry
Хари
Kane.
Кейн, Хари Кейн, давай.
He's onside. Lima continues his run into the middle. Kane will put it back. Missed completely by Sane. Pavlovic and Stanisic will go for it, but Orson is there.
Çok sanırım, колко смятам, махнете ли то sanırım.
Wesley. Gerson. Tries to press away from his man. It's over. They'll play for a throw in. Particularly tired looking legs. It's Flamengo side, isn't it?
We'll see that now drifting in.
Ще 20 минути, 2 минути.
Certain from both sides. Substitutions with
Лаймер тръгва по крилото, да видим какво ще направи. Лаймер,
Conrad Lima.
Олисе, Лаймер,
Olise.
Олисе, Олисе между двама, загуби топ.
Luis Araujo.
Лаймер и той загуби топката,
It's company's direct.
върне на вратара.
Come back and help.
Браво.
Monica.
Олисе тръгва по нова атака.
Olise.
Олисе влиза в
Side,
наказателното
right
поле.
one challenge.
Двама
Pereira
тръгва.
comes across. What clever
Да,
foot that is.
Gnabry имаш
Never enough
пас към
light on it
Gnabry.
to find Serge Gnabry. Allen plays it now wide to Luis Araujo.
Брат, здраво. Гледаш матч, сигурно свикаш тия. Много да е топ на напомена.
7 clean sheets on the pitch for that Chelsea game. Did Agustin Rossi. Too comfortable. We can see
В момента искам по-бързо да свърши матча, за да мога хора гледам да спа, защото
ball forward. Looking for
съм се
Bruno
скъпал.
Enrique. Ball waves away the foul towards Platter and Tar. Pavlovic. Luka Meccano. Olise. The looking to go backwards, goes inside to Joshua Kimmich. Gnabry might open up here for Bayern Munich. Harry Kane slides it through, looking for Sane for 4. He tried to cut it back to Kane, but Jorginho was there. Or maybe Leroy Sane was just lacking a little bit of confidence
това
there
съм
after
колко
this is in the Benfica
скарам
game.
стъпката.
6 yards out. Surely could take a shot.
Still under his feet. Good build-up play. Kane on the turn. The sliding pass again was just not in front of him. And just looks being selfish and tries to pull the ball back. And wasn't meant to be. Kane got very, very frustrated.
Well, preparing their third change of the afternoon here in Miami. 18 minutes to go. Pereira plays it long.
19 минути. Много труден матч, много труден матч. Здрасти,
Headed
Сани.
by Alexandro.
Мусиала ще влиза. Пайнер, Кимих, Олисе,
Former
Foul.
Juventus teammate
срещу Олисе.
Danilo. Eventually, for Flamengo. Bayern Munich do make that third change. Serge Gnabry has done enough
Gnabry го
this
смениха,
afternoon for Vincent
влиза
Kompany as he
Мусиала.
departs the pitch. Musiala, the latest substitute to enter the fray for Bayern
Но
Munich.
атака за Байерн. Нищо не се случи.
Just immediately through the feet of the youngster, given away though. That's ball. That's Kane. That's
Oh.
very good from Harry Kane. Flamengo play themselves into trouble once again. You can't give it away in that area, especially when England's top scorer, Bayern Munich's top scorer, Harry Kane is lurking. Clinical from Harry Kane in Miami. Flamengo 2, Bayern Munich 4.
Але събудих се. Хари Кейн мачка е.
Just makes it look so easy, so comfortable. You're playing out. I said there was an aggressive press, but you've got to be sure.
Мачка е.
It's here now, and instead the reverse pass is nice. That touch is difficult to get out your feet.
Фания
It's
та,
a position where
въгълчето.
you can see the goal.
Въгълчето, фания та,
He already
бе.
knows.
Фания та. Шо не я фана?
Brilliant finish with the instep. So cool, collective, upright, real quality into the corner. That's what he does every single day in training. Is what he's done all through his career. And that should be job done for Bayern Munich.
Well, he loves it. Here at the Hard Rock Stadium, does Harry Kane. He's man of the match in the win against Boca Juniors. Got a goal and an assist. And here, he's on a hat-trick.
41-ви гол за сезона.
So we'll take the second half. Cooling break here in Miami.
Прекъсване за пиене на вода.
For Bayern Munich.
Да.
Well, both these teams were unbeaten in the group stages. Now one must face defeat. And he knocked out as Brazilian Fluminense face Champions League finals from Italy into Milan, live from the Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte. Watch that on the DAZN app, of course. We can watch all of the Club World Cup. Jürgen Klinsmann, the man who once upon a time was the United States national team coach. He was actually the manager who gave Thomas Müller debut all the way back in 2008. And we'll get a chance to see Müller this afternoon.
Look at that now. See the goals and sure he'll get to meet whoever he wants, to be honest. But there's Kane into a position. And then on you thought there was no way back, but they kept
Да.
fighting, didn't they? Rico side with a wonderful strike. Really clean and powerful, and see so much in a
Ако я не съм
tremendous
видел, не
game.
бех позиспална на гола си
Quality,
събудих.
difficult in these conditions as well, and one of the players having another cooling break needed at the right time for Bayern Munich's point of view after just getting that fourth goal. They want to slow it down as much as possible, but also finishes with quality. You've seen the eyes there, Goretzka, and then the moment. I sort of said there wasn't a great deal of energy in that sort of block.
А, не съм
The
отекчен,
cross,
брат.
but that man
Просто съм много изморен.
really controlled penalties,
Не
secure
съм
in those
отекчен.
situations.
Скапан съм, защото
Before then there was a good
не се
lifeline.
наспивам те много малко време спа и
Yeah, they've had a couple of lifelines.
утре пак съм на работа и събраха ми се доста работни дни.
There's no room to manoeuvre. 14 minutes to go. There's quite a fair bit of
Още
injury time.
14 минути, после още 10 минути къде е продължение, поне едно 20-25 минути има още игра. И бях на работа, не съм гледал този матч, но видях, че ПСЖ си ги разбили. ПСЖ са много силни явно. Другия матч Байерн Мюнхен ще играе с ПСЖ, ако днеска отстрани Фламенго, така че ще бъде много интересен матч. Надявам се тия симпатия и от БНТ най-после да дадат матч на Байерн Мюнхен, защото отказват да дават матчове на Байерн Мюнхен, не знам защо. Много ме дразнат тия БНТ. Страшни аматьори. Лаймер. Улисе. Лаймер. Епомекано. Ноер. Ноер. Да. Много смешници. Лаймер. Улисе. Harry Kane. Пас.
Certainly caused an upset. Yes, she scored 4. Bayern on 4. I'm sure they'll be looking
Улисе.
to do them with more goals this
Улисе.
afternoon in Miami as they come forward once again. Michael Olise. On my Bayern. No progressive options, so goes back to Upamecano. And Pavlovic. Lima.
Не знам да ти кажа. Нямам представа.
Ramio's before as well. He's just had one that he's caught a couple of people who see some aggressive challenges. He's not afraid to go.
But he made that massive tackle in the first half.
He's just done that before. I'm not sure.
Ball here for Wesley. Throw it. He's going to get it as well as it bounces off the shoulder of Sane, who's all the way back there defended.
Почти. Прогнозата е завършил класирането. Поздрави от Варна. Не знам, брат, честно казвам, не знам. Пето място сигурно. Очакваме сезон. Много тежък сезон. Мък. Очаквам. Не ми ядосват много. Още 11 минути.
Jorginho. And he pulls something out the bag for Flamengo here in Miami. Alexandro. It's now by Elise, who gets his heel on it before bring it under his control.
Без шокови кръки ще бъда уволнен, защото вашите сме треньори на месец. Няма кой да иска. Остри атаките, да. По-добре сте прав, защото заспивам. Много изборен. Аре да свършва вече да бъде.
Staying onside position, he's trying to get in behind, which is, I think it's certainly made a difference. It's tested this Bayern back line, something for him to think about. So that press, and then the Kane goal has changed. It would have been an interesting ending.
О, атака за Байерн.
Can't control that one, but has it now. Ferreira steps out of defence and best opportunity for Bayern Munich star to display his twinkle toes.
Окей, ще се издържи поне 2 сезона. Ти си голям оптимист. Три смени за Фламенго.
Preparing a hat trick of substitutions down in front of us.
Също е.
Going to make those changes now. Jorginho leaves the field of play. Wallace Jan will join the attack from the bench. He's actually only played 27 minutes of Club World Cup football in this tournament, but he's had a goal in each of his appearances, Wallace Jan. He scored the immediate equaliser against LAFC and scored that final third goal against Chelsea to secure the victory in Philadelphia.
Have to do it quick. Going for it now, aren't they? Three changes, just say here we go. Any momentum, anything we can get. Line inside, no rush, game management, delaying. Pieces of something strong on.
Фал за Байерн Мюнхен, браво, в хубава позиция.
Well, they're looking for a fifth here in Miami. Joshua Kimmich stands over this free kick for Bayern Munich. Wants to whip on it towards the back post, but trying what he said. Flammengo. It's been a hot afternoon once again here at the Club World Cup. Not quite had the weather that we had last night in the Benfica game. Ortiz receives it, very risky pass at the back from Rossi, but it works out, and Harry Kane's tracking back here. Great run by Ayrton Lucas, who's just come on, and Harry Kane throws in a very, very poorly timed challenge, and he looked tired tracking back there, and in fairness to the England man, he has probably run a good 70-80 yards to make that tackle.
Много прикарки.
I've ever seen Harry Kane run, and he's wanting it over as quick as possible. And I honestly believe he went for the ball, he thought he had it. Unfortunately, at times, you get it wrong, made the decision, doesn't say sorry. Don't know what more that the official could do. They're asking questions, but just misses the ball, catches the man, yellow card, and on we go.
He's not exactly going to be able to outpace the recently introduced Ayrton Lucas, who's only been on the pitch a matter of minutes, has led to much pressure.
I think we've seen that in Kane's body language as he's running, thinking, am I really going to continue? Is this going to, do I have to keep going all the way down and push it once more?
Here comes the free kick, doesn't beat the near post, and now the counter's on. Danger for Flamengo. Elise lays it through. Sane's there. Back to Michael Elise. Brilliant footwork. Cuts it back for Musiala. But Flamengo had numbers back. They clear their lines, but Elise just needed to pull the trigger.
Как не вкара тая, брато. Олиси, какво направи, брато? Що не може да вкараш, бе?
Great moment. At least 5 goals. A better opportunity in the second half as Allen stumps the ball away. And with the header, they're very impressed with Conrad Lima in it right back today. He's got forward and he's done his defensive duties very well. Herrera. Ball takes the touch. Musiala into the hands of Rossi, will send it long, looking for Bruno Henrique, but it is off his line. Asking for a handball, Bruno Henrique, and a few thousand Flamengo supporters as well. Michael Oliver indicated his thoughts, hit him in the torso. But it was blocked from our commentary position. Henrique was a lot closer to it.
5 минути и после ще има силно 7-8 добавно време. Не е свършил матча, чак.
He's Plata on the right hand side for Flamengo, but once again.
Не знам, питай канал 1, не питай нас. Защото отбените са смешници.
The right back, Conrad Lima now. He chased back and he was there.
As a poor ball. Slides us so well initially, good touch, dynamic in attack, better quality. Got a couple of good counters now, haven't they? Bayern. So they certainly get into good positions and selfish. That's across. But this is the moments now. We've got to drive forward as the team. See if we can have an ending. See if something special can happen.
Musiala with the a trip and then there's a
Спорт още малко
push
и
in the back.
спират
You
ядовете.
ended up on the deck as well. There's a the replay of that foul, no doubt in that. Cruz hitting the deck. Wasn't too happy with the fact that Stanisic wasn't given the ball back immediately. As
Картон за
Salah is the
Мусиала.
latest player to
Боже,
get a yellow card.
Боже, Мусиала и той си изкара жълт картон.
Got to be careful because Lucas is there.
Сега ще мине времето. Да, надявам се, защото вече съм скапан. Едвам се
Let's have a look at this again.
държа на краката си да не заспя.
Clean as it gets. Referee, no hesitation. It's a foul, isn't it? There's a look. See if it'll run into your Sani's path. It doesn't. Referee brings it back. You'll circulate, delay, wait. Just drop in now. Fly your team, be careful not to go too far.
There's Neuer. Waits and waits for the movement from Pavlovic, but opts instead to play it across to Jonathan Tah. There he is now. Tah looking for Kane, who's looking a little bit zapped by the Meridian heat.
Might take it for a week, might it, coming from that run. Obviously comes in that for the after for a few days.
Well, the next 100 metres hurry. And back to the right back there. Pereira to Luis Araujo, whose attacking output in the second half has diminished quite significantly. Ortiz. For De La Cruz.
2 минути до края на редовното
Number
време.
1-2. Goes the 1, doesn't do the 2. Lucas. Goes with Michael Olise. And I've got the score sheet this afternoon, Michael Olise, but
Рибаш се.
very much the right fit for this Bayern Munich team. Ortiz towards that post for Enrique, knocks it down, and Bayern was the first man on the scene.
Учи се стана, учи се.
We have a ball problem.
С тези почивки за пиене на вода направо.
There's maybe a few signs of fatigue.
That was one of those, wasn't it? Tired ball. Just tried to curl it round.
Не вземе да завали пак съдежа, вземе да прекъсна пак, че ще му бият направо.
But what they've got to do is turn the flying side around quickly, make the pass. They've got no width, they're all narrow. So easy. Get someone a lot wider and higher, stretch it out.
Here's Pereira. Out wide for Lucas. Skips away from Joshua Kimmich. Pass out to Plata, but instead Bayern Munich come away with possession. Sane on the left. Told to slow down by Stanisic. Leroy Sane does slow. Pavlovic, Sane, Tah. Meccano.
Колко продължаваше да е сега? 20 минути. 20 минути. 20 секунди остава до края
Conrad Lima as we await
на долното време.
forward. There is an increased feeling inside the Hard Rock that Bayern Munich can be the side that progress to that track.
7 минути.
Tell by the atmosphere.
Так, 7 минути.
That's not going to happen.
Siala. Olise lets it roll past his body. Lima. 7 minutes of injury time added on. Still time for more here in Miami. We're back here in a few days' time for Real Madrid. It's Juventus. That's not a bad tie.
So,
Signing forward. You can't control it. Bruno Enrique. Is there one more wave of attack in black and red as Bruno Enrique is tricked by Conrad Lima? Will be yet another yellow card in this game. He's had a few frosty moments this game, but
Боже,
the ninth yellow card in this game now. Doesn't feel like a 9 yellow cards game to me.
And he's got after tired coming together. I think Michael Oliver recognised that. Sort of said, right, as they're coming together. Thought, unfortunately, you've got to stay out of the way of your opponent, get into attacking position. insert himself in the challenge. Scramp and caught his leg. Luckily he didn't go away from him and hurt his ankle there.
He's ready to come on. Coming into this game, Bayern Munich only had Leon Goretzka on a yellow card. They've got 5 yellows this game alone as supporters get ready for their hero to arrive. Well, he's talked about his future. Said he wants something new, something exotic. So who knows, he might well end up playing his football in Florida or in somewhere else.
Не, нямам да споря. Утре съм на работа. Веднага свърши мач, веднага си ядам да споря.
Conrad Leider, Thomas Müller, the Club World Cup, the round of 16. Is there one last trophy for Müller to add to his collection as Harry Kane sees field to play? 2 goals, 2 pretty brilliant goals.
Аз много добре говоря в Каракен.
All in the day's work
И следвачката е с
for
десна.
Harry Kane.
И за Саша Буе. Саша Буе.
Free kick for Flamengo. De La Cruz takes it, headed away at the near post, and it's a foul by Leroy Sané on Pereira. And this free kick's in a much better position.
Earlier now will certainly give us the wow factor ending. This will have quality to end up in the back of the net. Changes have been made and so you feel like there's a little bit of lost hope, but you do things like that in an area which is dangerous, you could get punished.
Silly from Sané. Müller and Bowie are on for Bayern Munich in this one. Oh, deflection on that free kick. Thomas Müller gets his head on it. De La Cruz will run across to collect that free kick and take the corner on the far side.
Good touch. It's his first one, it's a good one. Not necessarily where you'd have expected him, but they come again.
Short corner. Into the big grip of Joshua
Corner.
Kimmich. Heck of a cross! Not a bad effort by Wallace Jan. Technique on that cross from out wide, absolutely superb.
3 минути. Красиво.
That technique. And De La Cruz and Wallace Jan, he just snuck in front of Thomas Müller to get his head on that. Almost made it 3-3 for his time at the football.
Because the ball was so good, it allowed him to do it.
Още 3 минути.
Half chance. Not the most easiest of opportunities, but certainly okay. Great touch.
Müller takes down Neuer's long pass. The games of those two played together for
Няма шанс да не изръгна. Той има 2 минути. Няма как да не вкара задението 2 гола. Абсурд. Така че най-много 3 на 4 да стане. Съобщихте да се прибират за Бразилия. Прибират се за Бразилия, слабаци. Ще има и курван.
Roll out under the nose of his manager, who is minutes away from victory. Luis Araujo going in on Joshua Kimmich once again.
3 секунди.
He's had a lot of fouls.
He's aggressive. He's quick to put pressure on.
He could have a yellow card. A few players on the pitch who hasn't. Well, they said they needed to match the South American intensity, and they have managed to do that. Yellow cards and all. Bayern Munich. Kimmich switches the play. Wesley leaps highest, beats Sané to the ball. Pavlovic went to Tan. For Meccano. To Chanano, wide to Elisa.
The company say get yourself over, squeeze the pitch, and stop any
1 минута.
late runs, get a little bit of pressure on the ball because he knows this was what's going to happen.
It's hard. He's waiting for Neuer to shout, but that worked very well. Here's Sane. Kimmich. Sees him running behind. A brilliant ball by Kimmich. Into Leroy Sane to seal it in Miami. At the goalkeeper Rossi. Well, he had two chances just like that.
И Байерн Мюнхен на четвъртфинал, приятели. Да видим Байерн Мюнхен ПСЖ. Интересен матч се очертава. Шансовете са 50-50 според мен. Последна атака за Байерн Мюнхен. Да видим. Става 5-2 резултата.
Cherry on the very humid cake here at the Hard Rock Stadium.
Какво стана? Заби ми стримали в последната секунда, последната минута. Не игра в футбол на PS. Нет. Хай, честно, ще ме забиват. Верно ли ми заби стрима на последната минута? Цял стрим го гледам. И сами умря на последната секунда. Кажи честно, бе, брато. Кажи честно. Ево. Да, 2-4 сме ги били. Лягам, приятели, бъдете живи и здрави. Само Байерн. Да се готвят ПСЖ.